Hello, good morning, and welcome back to all of you. My name is Vishal Manocha, owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solutions. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. This is our live session time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in Canada, 8:30 p.m. in India. Welcome back to all our viewers. Welcome back to another live session from an immigration consultant. I have been serving this industry for almost 2 decades now. We have been providing our client excellent services with more than 97% success rate in each category of application we represent. At Net Worth Immigration, we do represent all category of application like a study permit, visitor visas, work permit, LMI applications, spousal PR, spousal open work permit, and lot many more ONPs and all that other stuff. So you can trust us that we have been serving this industry for very long and with very high success rate. Thank you all the viewers who join us every Friday. I know there are new viewers who join us and there are very old who join us in each and every session we have since last few years. So this is the time for you to get all the updates in the last 1 week from IRCC or from other provinces, and also a time for you to ask your question. Post it into the comment section and I'll be happy to answer them for you while we do this live session, while we give you all the updates we have from the last 1 week. This week was very exciting, so we will be talking a lot about three express entry draw which were held in the last 3 days. 1st of August, 2nd of August, 3rd of August, three consecutive IRCC draw have been held this week after the new immigration minister took over charge last week. This is the first week after that, and we have seen three draws being held in the last 3 days. There have been a lot of low scores through which people have been invited. There was the first skilled trade draw which was held through Express Entry under category based forever. For first time was held this week. There were around 1500 invitations sent. So we will be talking a lot about Express Entry 3 draws which were held this week. And other than that, Ontario also held is one of the most popular draws, skilled trade class draw. We will be also talking about the score, the number of invitations sent, and how many and under which NOC knock the invitations were sent. And if you have received your invitation, now you have 45 days to submit those applications. We will be talking about that also. Then we have an update about onshore and offshore college admissions, the one which have opened up and which will be opening up very soon in the coming days for onshore students. So stay tuned for that update too. And meanwhile, again, if you have any question, any concern, kindly post it into the comment section right now, and I'll be happy to answer those questions for you live. So thank you viewers for joining in. Let's begin this session with the most exciting update from Express Entry, the three draws I was talking about. So let us take draw one by one and let you know what were the draws about, what were the score, who were the people invited, and who will be disappointed to see those draws and who will be happy to see those draws. Okay, so the 1st August, the first draw held was not a very exciting one, but exciting in the sense the CRS score went as high as 517. That's surprising. I know that's the biggest surprise from the new immigration minister. Soon after he took over charge, the next week we have the first express entry draw, and just imagine the express entry score went high to 517. So that was, I think, the highest in this, not highest in 2023, but one of the highest draw again held. And then the number of invitations sent was again very low, only 2000. So keeping this in mind and looking at the recent draw, we can see that the score in the last three express entry draw has not dropped below 5000, and I think it's going to remain high as it is right now for a long time, because parallel to this express entry draw, IRCC is conducting other express entry draw which is category specific. Now, how is that affecting the immigration? How is that changing the draws can happen in future is something to look forward to and to think about. But yes, right now, if you are an international student, if you are a foreign worker, not a good time for you to definitely looking for your permanent residency through express entry. Things seems to be going totally different direction, and it seems to be very, very getting impossible for international students to qualify for express entry, especially who have done only grade 12 from India. It's going to be very, very hard for them to get an express entry invite until and unless we see Canadian Experience class draws happening soon, which has not been held from last 7 to 8 months now. I think it's going to be almost 1 year in September. No CEC draw has been held, which is definitely very, very concerning. But unfortunately, there's nothing much we can do about it. But yes, the first August draw went, the CRS score went to 517, and the number of invitation dropped to 2000. Now, if you think about who will be the people who are scoring 517, how can you reach to that level? 517, I'm definitely pretty sure they are people with high English level skills. Definitely 8777 in IELTS or even higher than that. Definitely they would have masters or PhD or a professional degree with them, which give them the highest point, and at least 3 years of experience back home. And if you are in Canada, maybe 1 or 2 years of experience here. If these were not the people, then maybe the people who have already got their job offers with them, which is called an LMI application being approved from an employer, which gives them a 50 point, maybe those are the people who are getting invited, because scoring 517 is not easy. It's a very, very low chance that you can score. That's why if you see at the express entry pool, the number of people into the pool above 500 are always low. But CRS by IRCC is from the last three draws continuously. The draws are being held with more than 500 score, which is, as I said, very, very disappointing. And since July there was no draw with less than that. Even August first draw was above 500. And as I said during the beginning, it may seem difficult from here onward that there will be the score will be dropping. The reason are the next two draws that I'm going to discuss. After 1st of August, 2nd of August, there was another express entry draw being held where the score was only 435. Yes, 435. So as compared to 517, the only CRS score required was 435. Now, who were the people who were invited into this draw? First of all, I'll let you know the only 800 people got the invitation through that draw. The score was 435, but now those were the people who have a French proficiency. So what does that indicate? If you are not able to score that high under express entry, try to start learning French. Try to get to a good French level of proficiency, because Canada has two official language, English and French. So they are also having French specific draws. So if you look at the two total of these two draws, there are already 2,800 invitations being sent under these draw. So after that, if you talk about so basically all you need to do is start learning French, get to a B2 level. That will give you an extra point, and that will give you a chance maybe to qualify under this draw, a similar sort of draw which was held right now on 2nd of August. Third, we talk about the 3rd August draw, which was the first ever express entry skill draw was held. This week, the score was even lower than the French one. The only score you need was 388. Yes, you heard it right. Express entry CRS score 388. The first skill draw held ever from IRCC. The number of invitations sent were 1,500. So if you take the total of the three draws which has been held in the last 3 days, we are talking about around 4,300 invitations been sent through express entry. So that's what I'm saying. If you look at the three draw, IRCC is still achieving their targets. What they've done now in this year is, or what they've done from the last couple of months, which they already announced from the previous year only, that this is the way the draws will be held starting in 2023, will be that not only the people with express entry highest score will be invited, people which have skill shortage, they will be invited, because Canada has a lot of skill shortage under skilled trade, under STEM, under health categories. We have previously seen health draws, STEM draws. This is the first skilled trade Ontario draw. Only five NOC knock or tier were invited. I can let you know what those were, and these are the only one which were, oh, not five, it's like I think 10. Yeah, it was 10 category under which people were invited. I'm just going to name all of them. Carpenters were the one, construction, millwright and industrial mechanics, contractors and supervisors, installers, repairs and services, electricians, elevator constructors and mechanics, then heating, refrigeration and air conditioning mechanics, machine filters, plumbers, residential and commercial installers and services, welders and related machine operators. So these 10 NOC knock were invited under this 3rd of August draw. Now to make you eligible under this draw, all you need is 6 months of experience. Yes, as you already know, this was announced previously. You only need 6 months of experience, but you also need to meet all the other eligibility requirement of express entry, which is at least 1 year of experience in under tier 1, 2, or 3. So how does this exactly work? Say example, if you have a 1 year experience as an office admin, you qualify for an express entry, but after that you got a 6 month experience in the skill trade draws, then that will make you qualify to be invited under this specific draw which was held on 3rd of August. So if you have to qualify under this draw, you need to have at least 1 year of experience into the basically tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3 category plus. And now that could be, for example, now you have 1 year experience as an plumber. That will also make you qualify. But the score, and you can see the score was only 388. 388 is very low score if you compare to 517, which was the express entry draw held on 1st of August. So there's a difference of around 100, approximately 40-50 points between these two draws. But that is how the draw seems to be going forward from here. So if you are somebody who is looking to immigrate to Canada, you have to definitely improve on your skills. Now what it seems like right now is maybe study permit is the best option for you to come to immigrate to Canada. If you qualify for study permit, it's maybe an option for you will be to apply through study permit application, because getting a permanent residency through express entry is getting very challenging. Either you need to be somebody who has got skill set which is required in Canada, which definitely makes sense, that Canada wants to invite only those people on permanent residency who meets their labor requirement, who are meeting the eligibility requirement of them, then only they want to invite uh, those people for express entry. Other than that, you definitely need to have either French proficiency, either skilled trades skills, STEM skill, or healthcare worker. Then these are the people going forward from here. It seems like these will be the people who will be invited in all the rest of express entry draw. Other than that, yes, express entry draw will still be held, but uh, what you have to do is the score will be above 500. So achieving that point is not going to be easy until unless, as I mentioned you earlier, you have a master's degree, you have a 3 year back home experience. Maybe another point would be getting a job offer, which gives you an extra 50 points. That would be the only way which can make you qualify for score like 517. So these were the 3 draws we have discussed, which was held in the last 3 days. All of them were different draws. Total invitations sent across the 3 draws were 4,300, and the lowest invitation was received by 388 under skill trade, and an all category express entry draw the score was 517. So you can see a huge difference between the minimum and the lowest score required under these 3 draws. But yes, that, as I said, that seems to be the way forward from here, and that's how the further draws looks like from here. So all the best. If you have any question, if you want to know how to improve your score or how we can help you in that, kindly contact us, book an appointment with us, and we can definitely help you in that regard and give you an excellent opportunity to maybe immigrate to Canada. And as I said, if express entry is not working out, provincial nominee program could be another way of doing it. But we have to sit down and discuss which could be the best way for you. If nothing is working out, maybe getting a job offer, getting a 1 year experience will give you an extra point. If you don't want to do, if you're not able to get a job offer, maybe getting into here as a student, as an international student, get education points in Canada, get experience points in Canada, that can make you eligible for these sort of draws. So that's how the draw seems to be going forward from here, and that's how you need to definitely look forward from here. So we have a couple of questions. Let me take up those questions, and then we will go on forward, going forward from here. We'll also let you know more about Ontario Immigration Nominee Program, which sent an invitation recently. I think yesterday or day before yesterday it was announced. So before that, let me take the questions we have. And again, if you have any question, I can see a lot of viewers who are joining us right now. If you have any further question, anything you want to know, kindly ask us, and I'll be happy to answer them for you while we are doing this live session. The first client question we have is basically not a question, is Mr. Vishal joined us today. Thanks for Vishal for joining us. He's from Punjab and we work very closely. Thank you, Vishal, for your comment. I really appreciate that, and hopefully the whole idea of getting this session done is get our client information about what they need. Any question you have, ask that question to us, and we will be definitely, as I said, happy to answer that for our clients. Then we have Mr. Amit Jha, one of another regular viewers who join us in every session and does wish us a good morning. So happy good morning to Amit, you too. Then we have another from Akash. When to go to Canada by express? Want to go to Canada by express entry? I think Akash, we have already discussed a lot about it today. I think the three draws I've talked about, all the other information I provided, that those are the ways through which, if you're looking to immigrate to Canada, these are the only ways. I will not say these are the only ways. These are one of the most popular ways through which you can get your permanent residency visa. But if that is not working out, again, I've already told, getting here on a work permit, gaining an experience, coming here as a student, get extra point for education, scoring high in IELTS, that is how it's going to improve your score, and that is how you will get your permanent residency done through Express Entry. Then we have a question also. I'm looking to sponsor my spouse to Canada. How can I proceed? Okay, Sandy, that's a nice question. We, as I mentioned earlier, we do process application in this category, and in this particular category, our success rate is 99% of the application we have done till today have got approved. Now, if you are looking to sponsor your spouse to Canada, first of all, definitely we need to understand, are you a permanent resident, citizen, or a work permit holder? If you are a work permit holder, then you can only sponsor your spouse on a spousal open work permit, where she can come here, she'll get a work permit equivalent to what you already have a status in Canada, and that will help you get basically, then she can come for a work permit here. But if you are a permanent resident or citizen, then the only way and only option for you to come here is basically inviting your spouse, applying for a PR application for him. But the good thing now is, with the recent changes being made, that now you can also invite your spouse after submitting after inviting your spouse for a PR application. You can also do a temporary visa application for them, which could be a visitor visa or a work permit. Both are allowed now, which was not previously the scenario. But as per the recent changes, now you can invite your spouse. They have committed. Their application processing time will less than 30 days, and the success rate will be more than 90%. So if you want to invite your spouse, you have to first, if you're a PR citizen, apply for a permanent residency application, and along with that or after that, apply for basically a visitor visa or a work permit. That will help you reunite with your better half sooner as compared to PR application. But if you talk about PR application processing time, right now it takes around right now 4 to 6 months. Onshore and offshore applications are processed separately. Onshore applications, few of them are we are getting results very quickly. Even in fact, in few of the Express Entry profile, we have got after submitting an Express Entry application, we have got the approval in less than 2 months also for the permanent residency application. That's under Express Entry. So yes, processing time changes. Sometimes it takes longer. Also, it depends on your application, the way it's been submitted, the way it's been presented. The more information, the relevant information you provide to IRCC, the better are your chances and getting your application processed quicker. It also depends on all this factor. So as I said, we have been even getting our PR application, either spouse or Express Entry, even in less than 2 to 3 months after submission. So if you have any queries, or if you have recently got an invitation and you want to still go ahead and apply for your work permit, contact us. PR, we can definitely help you in that. I hope that answered your question, Sunny. Then we have Gurpreet. Thank you, Gurpreet, for joining. Please explain PR supporting LMIA. Okay, now when we talk about LMI, is a labor market impact assessment. Whenever an employer is offering a job to a temporary foreign worker, either in Canada or outside Canada, they need to apply for an LMI application. Now there are two categories of LMI applications through which you can invite your employee or a temporary foreign worker. There is one which only supports a work permit. So basically, if you want to invite, an employer wants to just not want to support a PR application, just want to invite for a work permit, that's how they do it. But if your employer is ready to support your PR application, almost the processing time frame, the processing procedure is almost the same. It's just a couple of things which changes in the complete application. But that LMI approval will give you an extra 50 points under Express Entry. So if your score is 460, 480, whatever, 490, you'll get an extra 50 points, and that will make your score go near to 500, above 500, and that's how you will qualify looking at the recent express entry draw, I think job offer will play a very important role. If you're looking for all category specific draw, then job offer will definitely play a big role because that'll give you an extra 50 point. That's how the PR supporting LMI application work. Gurpreet, but you have any question? Kindly contact us and I'll be happy to answer that for you too. Then we have Rakesh Kumar asking, if I get diploma and left the BPS school, later I need to work in what is the process? Okay. So Rakesh, the process is very simple. It's normal because the work permit is issued by federal government. So once you get it's an open work permit. Is it not a province specific? So if you are getting your education in Quebec, you can still go and work in any other province across Canada. So there is no complicated process behind it. It's a simple process. You apply for your work permit, you get approved, you can go and work wherever you want. So I hope that is clear. It's very, as I said, it's a simple process. Don't get, if you're studying in Quebec, you want to work in Ontario, as I said, all you need to do is just apply your post-graduation work permit normal as any other person from any other province. You'll get a work permit. It's the federal approved work permit which gives you an open work permit and you can go and work any of the province you want. So I hope Rakesh that helps you. If you're in Quebec, you can still come and work in Ontario once you have completed your education. And even in fact, if you want to move to any other province through your for your permanent residency, you can still do that. You will still be qualified. Then we have another question from Akash. How can I apply for study visa? Akash, the way you can apply for your study permit is basically how can I apply for study visa. You need to apply for a study visa. You need to do IELTS. You need to meet the English level requirement. Then you also need to meet the institution education requirement. Education requirement need to be met. And if you meet all those requirements, say depending on the country, maybe the requirement changes. But the standard admission requirement is your grade 12 for an undergraduate program, graduation for your post-graduation program, IELTS or English will be one of the requirements. That also depends. For example, if you are coming from a country which is an English-speaking country, then you don't even need to meet the English requirement. So it all depends on what exactly where you are from. But if you are from India, definitely you need to do IELTS. You need to submit your GIC if you want to do under SDS, which is $10,000. Pay 1 year tuition fees. Do your IELTS, get 6 band overall, and that will make you qualify for a study permit application. Is PT accepted for Canadian immigration through FS Federal Skilled Worker Program? Akash, if you if you want to apply for a PT, is PT accepted for Canadian immigration through Federal Skilled Worker Program? Yes, it is. No, sorry, PT is not acceptable for Federal Skilled Worker Program. Although for study permit, they have made recent changes through which PT is now acceptable under SDS. But if you are looking for permanent residency, then PT is still not acceptable. Maybe in the near future, coming time, IRCC also approves PTE, but as of now, PT is not acceptable for Federal Skilled Worker Program immigration. You have to basically do IELTS or highest, as much as high as possible, depending on your profile. So thank you, Akash, for asking question. Again, if you have any question, kindly post it here. We still have a few minutes to go into this before we wrap up this session. We have one more important, a couple of more important updates before we wrap up. The next one I want to discuss is the Ontario Skilled Trade Draw. There was an Ontario Skilled Trade Draw held this week. Now, the number of invitation under that draw, if you talk about, it was held on 3rd of August. The number of people who was basically ranged between 250, if you have a CR score of 250 and 516, between that, those were the people who were invited. And the number of people invited in this draw was a good number of people invited. Sorry, that's out of my mind right now. But yes, I can tell you a few of the NOC knock through which the people were invited. And the CR score was as low as 250. So if you're in Ontario, you may have received, few people might have received invite from 2 of the draws held this week. One was from IRCC, we already discussed. IRCC also held its first skill trade draw. If you were scoring, for example, if I look at plumbers, so plumbers were invited under Ontario skill trade also and also through express entry federal skill trade. You may have got invite from both of them. Because plumber is one of the knock which has been mentioned in both the, even carpenters I can see, there are other construction millwrights. So I think yes, heating, refrigeration and air conditioner mechanic is the other one. So there are similar NOC knock been invited under this too. How they both are different, that's what you need to understand. The first draw we discussed was through express entry. The first skill trade draw, this was never held. This is a category specific draw as per the information by IRCG. This draw we are talking about is only if you might have got an invitation if you are in Ontario and if you have at least 1 year experience in that field. Skill trade might have picked you with 6 months, but in this one you should have at least 1 year experience. So there were technically two skill trade draws held for people who were in Ontario, one from Ontario ONP, another from skill trade, that made you have qualified for one or the other draws. So that was another example. Now, skill trade draw is the most popular Ontario draw which has been held throughout 2022 and throughout since till now. We are in August, now middle of August almost. The draws were held basically. The draw were held. Express entry draws were held on both the categories. So yes, if you are somebody looking to in Ontario skill trade or trade class experience, will be the one we would like to go forward for. So that is one making qualifying people for applying through express entry or even through Ontario skill trade class draw. So that's it about for the draws for this week. There were no other draws held by any other province in this week. So there were 3 skill express entry draw, 1 ONP, which we have already discussed. Talking about, that's all about the immigration part of it. Now let's talk about international students who are willing and want to come and study in Canada. The option for you is we have seats available for January 2023. If you are in Canada, we have seats available even for fall 2023 and January 2024. Seats are limited. If you are somebody, say example, coming in August, want to join a college, came in a private college, want to join a public college, you can contact us. If you have completed your 1 year education and willing to do another year application, you can contact us and we can also help you in that. So onshore and offshore 2023 fall and January, both seats are available. If you're looking for college admission, contact our team and we can definitely help you out in getting your LOAs done. Your friends or family who are coming right now, who wants to do a public college, want to join us, contact us and we will be very, very happy to help all of them. We have I'll take a last question from Priya Malhotra before we wrap up the session, because usually the session is for around 30 minutes and that's how, and as I give me an opportunity to interact with my clients live, answer their question, give them an update, and also give you an opportunity to listen to those updates, get knowledge about what's happening in Canadian immigration, and also if you're willing to hire us as a consultant, we can definitely help you out doing that. Okay, now I am in Canada on a study permit. I want to apply my spouse dependent visa. What documents are needed to apply if someone provide? Okay, Priya, definitely we can help you out in that application, but we cannot share the document checklist on this live platform. You have to contact us, and checklist also depends on your personal circumstances of you and your spouse. So we'll make a customized checklist according to your needs, according to your scenario, and then we will suggest you what documents are required. So definitely you need to contact our office through our online numbers or book an appointment through Google or logging into Facebook, and we will be happy to assist you and let you know what all documents will be required. Rakesh Kumar had a question, has Quebec stopped PGW for PGW private? Yes, Rakesh, it was stopped last year only. Only subsidized institution, either they are public or private. If you are studying in that, then only you are eligible. If you are graduating after August 2023, you will not be allowed a post-graduate work permit in any of the other private Quebec institutions. So if you are studying in one of the private Quebec institutions, you need to check it's subsidized or not, and if you are eligible or not. But definitely yes, as per the announcement last year, private institutions in Quebec are no longer allowed to have a post-graduate work permit diploma. So thank you all the viewers who have joined us. Thank you everybody who have asked the question here, and also thank you for all the viewers who join us every session. Make the session interactive and live by asking your questions. So if you have any question you are not able to ask this time, kindly you can ask us till next Friday. We will be available next Friday. We have a long weekend coming up this in Canada, so there will be although we are open on Monday, we are not closed, but this is a long civic holiday there on Monday. So it is a long weekend, but we will be working this Monday. So if you are looking to book an appointment for Monday, that is today is I think 4th, that is on 7th of August. If you want to meet us, you can book an appointment and we can help you in any immigration help you need. So thank you all the viewers joining in. We will see you live next Friday. My name is Vishal Manocha, owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solutions. welcome. Thanks for joining in, and we will be definitely looking forward to meet you, to speak to you. If you need any update, you can follow all our social media platform. We do provide updates on all our social media platforms. So thank you for all of you, and see you all next Friday. Till then, have a great weekend and a great week. See you all next Friday at 11 a.m. Thank you.